Hey, welcome everybody. Hey, there it goes. Welcome to the live stream. All right. I think we're on Facebook and YouTube. So let me know if you can hear me. Let me know. Kind of was rushed a second to get here, to get on. So just give me a couple minutes to do some what do they say, housekeeping or whatnot. Yeah. So anyhow, welcome. I haven't been live in a while. I'm going to start going live Tuesdays now to document what I'm doing. And basically it's the side hustle that I've been doing, the Amazon Influencer Program, affiliate marketing, all that kind of stuff, was a side hustle, always have extra money. But now we had a family medical emergency where I was forced to take some time off of work. And so the side hustle has to become more of a focus, more of a main hustle. And, is it possible? Can you do it? And the steps to get there. So, that's what we're going to be doing in the next couple of weeks. Today, we're going to be going over free products and how to get them on Amazon, how to start being an influencer. Just in case you're curious, a lot of people that know me see that I get like 6 to 10 packages a day from Amazon. Excuse me. But and wondering what I'm doing, right? Maybe I've gone crazy shopping, but I don't shop for any of this stuff. It's all sent to me free. A lot of the stuff I get paid to make the videos for. Some stuff I get free just to get and do videos for, but a lot of things I'm getting paid to make the videos for, which is pretty cool. But quick question: what if I told you Amazon would literally ship products straight to your door just to make short videos? Sounds crazy, right? But it happens every single day for me anyway, and for creators just like you. So if you have any kind of channel, any kind of social media, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, you might qualify for the Amazon Influencer Program, right? But free products are just the beginning. So I'm going to show you how to turn those freebies into real money, affiliate commissions, paid collaborations, and multiple income streams that most people don't know exist, right? So stick with me, because at the end of the live stream, you'll know exactly what the fuck. You know exactly how to go from unboxing your free product to building a business, right? So that's what we're trying to do here. That's what we're trying to do, is go from a side hustle to a main hustle. So what does it take to be an influencer? What do you think? What do you think takes to be an influencer? I'm going to have to go back and forth here and see, because I'm not catching up with the comments too quickly. So if you make a comment, give me a chance to answer it. So, people think you need to be famous to be an influencer, or have a lot of followers, a lot of subscribers to be an influencer. No, that's a fallacy, right? That's a fallacy. So you don't need it. What you need is consistency, and you need engagement, right? Consistent confidence beats fancy gear, and you got to think like a problem solver, right? The whole thing about being an influencer is you're solving somebody's problem. You're going to take the novice. You're going to take the beginner to become a novice, right? You're going to get them over that hump. So no matter what your channel, your social media is about, whatever hobby, action, activity, profession, whatever is going on, whatever your subject is that's the niche, right? That's the niche. That's what they mean when they say niche. I forget. I ran. So you're going to be a problem solver, right? So that you're going to solve somebody's problem. There's a point in that niche where the beginner gets stuck, right? And everybody at the beginning is happy, they're having fun with the new activity. They get to a point where it gets hard and they stop. If you can identify that hard part, what that was, no matter what it is, no matter what the activity, sport, whatever, hobby, whatever, if you can identify that hump, that thing that stops them, that makes half of them quit, right? And you can make videos or content about getting over that hump, you're going to be a valuable influencer to anybody in that niche, because most people are beginners and most people are quit. And they don't want to quit because they're having a great time, but they just hit a wall that it's just too hard. It gets too hard. Figure out what that is. You'll be the influencer. They'll become looking to you for advice. Once you get that happening, you become what's called a nano influencer, where, that's like under 10,000 followers, right? Subscribers, followers. I'm going to be using those terms interchangeably, right? Um, I got a runny nose going on here. So nano influencers, it used to be like Michael Jordan was like the first influencer, and they got him to do the shoes, and so now everybody thinks it's celebrities or influencers. But the problem is most people realized celebrities are being paid, to shove these things down your throat. So they're not really as swayed by the celebrities. But if you get somebody who's they're listening to every day, like the nano influencer, right? And I say, hey, this is what I use. Odds are you're going to want to be like me or do what I do or figure out what I did and do the same thing. That's their thing. So rather than paying millions of dollars to a celebrity, they'll take that $1 million and spend, hundreds of dollars to a bunch of different influencers, right? And that's what happens. So you don't have to be a big influencer. So how do you get this stuff? Once you figured out your subject, your niche, like I told you, right? You're going to find products that are related to that niche, and you're going to promote them. You're going to become what's called an Amazon associate, and we're going to talk to you about that. That's just all you do is take a link from, let's say your niche is baking, and you're using a certain kind of pot or a certain kind of utensil, and you say, well, now the link will be in the description for this utensil, and you put the link in the description. So after they watch the video, they go, oh, that's a cool thing that they used. I'm going to see if I can. They go down and click the button to go to Amazon to purchase it for you, and you'll get a commission, a kickback for that. Now, the good thing about it is, what is the good thing about it? You get a 24-hour cookie. That's the good thing about it. So what does that mean, right? So that means that you don't only get if they bought that ladle or whatever it is that you were using that you sent them to Amazon to buy. Let's say they don't get that ladle. Well, let's say they do, but they also buy diapers and a train set and a new bedroom sheets, a shed comforter set, and whatever else, maybe something for the closet, some storage thing, whatever they buy within that 24 hours, you'll get the commission for. Okay, so that's a pretty good deal. All you got to do is drive the traffic to Amazon as an Amazon associate. That's the Amazon Associate Program. Very easy to qualify for. Just go to amazon.com/associates. You'll find it, and it's very easy to get approved for. So how do you get to be an Amazon influencer, right? So that is a little bit more difficult, but it's not something that you can't do. So, you get your YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, your Facebook, you try to get as much engagement as you can on your content, right? And you must reply to your own content, right? So is that and what you do is you ask open-ended questions. So they have to answer or ask again. So to get the conversation started. So you get engagement going in your chats on your content, and then apply to the Amazon Influencer Program. They want to see your audience being engaged in your content, right? Once you're in, but that's not really true because you get approved, but then you're going to have to show them you can make content. So you have to submit 3 videos and they can review them. And some people have a hard time with those 3 videos. And it's, there's good practices that we can all tell you what to do, what not to do. But the end result is you have to do it because it depends on the product you're using and a bunch of other stuff. So, but you get those 3 approved, then you can start earning commissions from your videos on Amazon Influencer Program. Pretty cool. So who's already applied to the Amazon Influencer Program? Tell me in the chat, applied, if or if you are an Amazon influencer, say I am, and or next, meaning I'm going to be doing that in the future. I plan on getting into this right now. This is sounding pretty good. So like, who can be an influencer anyway? And I'm sorry, I apologize for my nose. I really wish I would have had a tissue. But I didn't plan ahead. So, who can be an influencer? Anybody can be an influencer. Parents, students, hobbyists, retirees, anybody can, right? Just get your content started. Niches are like fitness, health, wealth, and relationships are always the ones that they say are the evergreen niches. But it could be anything. It could be that game that you play, or it could be that subject that you teach, could be that the job that you do, that thing that nobody knows how to do. There's it could be anything. It could be anything. Can you get somebody from point A to point B and make content about it? That's what it is. That's all it is, right? Authenticity wins every time. And like I said before, you don't need a million followers. You just need genuine opinion, and because they want real voices, Amazon, and not celebrities. They want Amazon influencers. They don't want celebrities. You'll see, they don't really push the celebrities as much. The celebrities are content creators, right? Man, oh my goodness. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, guys? What do we got in here? Long time no see. Yep. How's it been? Yeah, haven't been on in a long time, and I'm trying to get back into the swing of it. It could be, like I said at the beginning, we're trying to turn the side hustle into the main hustle. I always had a regular job. Like I said in my short that I put out yesterday, I'm addicted. I am addicted to that paycheck. And without it, I start getting shakes and I start getting heebie-jeebies and I start sweating. And I haven't had a paycheck since July because we've had a medical emergency and I had to take some time off. So I've had to lean on my side hustle a little more, right? I mean, it is what it is, but influencers are cheaper than celebrities is 100% right. So we're trying to document on Tuesdays. I'll be going over what I do to turn my side hustle into a main hustle. Is it possible to up it? So let's say you spend 2 hours a day on your side hustle and you're making X amount of money. Now, can you times that 2 hours to 5 hours and double your income or triple your income in that same time? Or even more than that, or whatever. Is that possible? Can you scale? And is it possible to scale? We're going to explore that in the next couple of weeks. Okay, so stick around for that for sure, because it's probably going to be pretty interesting, right? I haven't been on TikTok Shop for a long time. I am now posting Amazon stuff, and I have an Amazon link in my profile, in my bio, and I'm driving traffic to Amazon from TikTok right now. Oh, my dog. All right. Well, dog's gonna bark. Oh, that's right. Someone just came home. So, Amazon influencer. I mean, we're gonna touch on. The dog's gonna drive me crazy. But the Amazon influencer, they have what's called the creator connections going on right now. They're always doing something that, like, I call it the multiple streams of income, because they've got on-site, off-site, live streams, brand deals, reselling of products, and now creator connections is another one. They used to have Amazon Inspire, the vertical feed. They used to have the incentives and all kinds of stuff that they used to do. But now they're doing creator connections, which is they're offering, instead of the 1% to 2% Amazon commissions that you're normally getting, they're offering 10, 20, 30% commissions on the same things. And these products are sellers, so you're getting some action on the product page, not like the products you're getting from overseas that are not getting any sales. I do creator connections, and the incentives were better, right? But they don't do them anymore. The funny thing was, I stopped getting offers for them the last couple, and I don't know if it's because my offsite traffic, my offsite game wasn't as big as it needed to be, because I got in with this channel into the Amazon Influencer Program, and this channel is an educational channel. People aren't shopping on this channel, so I couldn't convert my audience to an Amazon buying audience. So I had to create another channel, which I did, and I have that where I post my other videos. But so you don't need a lot of millions of followers. You just need a few hundred with engagement. Quality over quantity. Nano influencers, micro nano influencers. It's about the trust factor, like we were saying before. It's they don't trust the celebrities, they trust you guys. They're going to trust you guys because they believe you actually use what you're telling them you use. So if I turn around and tell you that I use this stand for my phone and I use it on my desk and I use it every day, and it's the best thing since sliced bread, you might go out and say, I need that for my desk. That's a pretty cool thing to have on your desk, and go out and I might sell who knows how many of them, right? But that's what it is, right? So let me know in the chat, how many followers do you have right now? I guarantee it's more than enough. Let me know if you think you don't have enough. Let's find out. Really? I don't know if they wasted a lot of money on the incentives, but only they know. They do tests all the time and it was fun. Sooner or later they're going to find out they don't need influencers at all. But 150,000 on TikTok and Facebook, I don't get much action followers. Yeah, followers don't matter. It's the thing is, if you watch what's going on with the industry, okay, it is not. Social media anymore. It's not social media anymore because it's not social. You're not finding out what your family and friends are doing. That's not what you're seeing in your feed anymore, right? You're seeing interest-based media. It's not social media. It's interest-based media, meaning whatever you look at, if you spend too much time looking at something, they're going to keep feeding it to you, right? So, like, God forbid you stop at something you're not interested in. You're going to find that all of a sudden you're hammered with that stuff. It's interest-based media. It's not social media. They're not interested in social media. It's interest-based media. So it doesn't matter about your followers. It matters about engagement. So anything that gets engagement is going to get pushed through the algorithm, no matter what platform you're on. Okay, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, or Amazon, right? If they watch almost your whole thing, 100% of your video, or they go back and rewatch parts of it because they want to see it a second time, right? That triggers the algorithm that they want to go. Like if you do something funny or stupid and people keep going back to that point and rewatching it, right? Or you said something that wasn't right and they want to go back because they don't think that made sense, right? Because some guys do that. The algorithm will pick that up and you'll get more engagement. You'll get more views, right? Yeah, so no matter what you're doing, engagement is the key. That's why they're talking about hooks all the time. You got to hook, keep them engaged and hook. You got to change camera angles, change, have movement. You can't, put up overlays, and you got to keep them engaged on like TikTok and Instagrams and all that kind of stuff. Okay, yeah, this is a great question. Okay, yes, I'm getting a lot of free samples from Creative Connections. The boxes pile up every day that I'm getting to the point where I don't want to take free stuff anymore, because initially I've taken it so that I could resell it, which is all part of my game, right? So like I said, it was multiple streams of income. So you got on-site, off-site, live streams, brand deals, and reselling, right? So they are really picky. That's because it's getting saturated because of tools like Viral Vue. There'll be a link for Viral Vue down there. I use Viral Vue. That automates the system a little bit, keeps track of it a little more, and it's a little easier. And you can make templates and messages so you can send things faster. So I do that, and most of the stuff is garbage. A lot of it is. I don't use Pinterest at all for driving traffic to Amazon, because I did hear at some point that Amazon and Pinterest don't get along, and I don't know if that's true. But I've tried in the past Pinterest. It's a very female oriented platform, right? So I always felt out of place there, but very fashion, very, very, very home decorating, very, food and stuff like that. But if that's your niche, then, you should be there for sure. But it wasn't really for me. I didn't think I belonged there. But, and like I said, I don't think Amazon likes Pinterest, but I could be 100% wrong on that. So just so you know, 100% wrong on that. So how long does it take? So your first free product can come in a couple of weeks, right? Really, I mean, I was, when I started this thing 4 years ago, and you run through your house in your video. They recommend video everything in your house, which is another strategy that Viral Vue helps you do, because they have an order scanner. They can go back through your order history and put everything in order of sales, what doesn't have videos, so you're not wasting your time doing everything in your house. You can do it in order of what you're going to rank for, what you have the best chance of selling and making money right away, which is great. The tool is really great, Viral Vue. But you run through your house, you do everything in your house, and when you start getting to, like, by the time you're done, you have like 500 videos, right? A couple of hundred at the very least, and you'll start getting a message from brands to send you products. It happens. Just make sure your social media, your email, and your social media, your Facebook and Instagram Messenger is there, so you can see it in your profile. Consistency is the cheat code. It's a snowball effect. The more videos you have, the more income streams. They also go live. If you go live on Amazon after 8 o'clock, because if you're talking about China, on the other side of the world, they're 12 hours ahead. They're just getting to work at 8 o'clock. They're turning on their computers and they'll see you live, pushing products, and they'll say, "Oh, I got one of those. Let me see if you'll do a video for me." And that's what they do, right? So you don't need to be perfect. You just need to show up regularly. Come up, keep coming, right? Okay, the thing with do I redo videos? Probably should. Probably should go back into my history. And Viral Vue obviously has a tool, right? That it's called the Storefront Optimizer, and it's funny. I got like almost 3,000 videos on Amazon, and like 700 of them, when you run the optimizer, 700 of them don't have an ASIN attached to them, right? So I'm like, whoa, what the hell? But it'll also allow you to go in and add an ASIN, or add what they call the parent ASIN, which is crazy. Then Viral Vue does this too. So the parent ASIN is, let's say that the black sweatshirt is your product. Well, when the black sweatshirt goes out of stock, you lose your product placement, your placement in the carousel. Out of stock, you drop, right? But if you have the parent ASIN, it covers you for the black, the blue, the red, the white, the blue, the yellow, the green, or no matter what it is, no matter what variant of the product, if you have the parent ASIN in there, it'll cover it, and you'll get the commission for it. So that parent ASIN is very important, and Viral Vue will help you do that as well. Viral Vue is a great tool, pays for itself. Every time something comes up, they do it. It's crazy. But yeah, I should go through my old videos, but I don't have the time because I got so much stuff coming in that I really need help to do stuff like that. What else we got here? The people who are making 5 to 10K on Amazon. Well, that's very true. A lot of people that make a lot of money on Amazon are driving offsite traffic. They have offsite audiences. I know women, females that do fashion, they run Instagram, they do fashion, they drive a lot of stuff to Amazon from there, and that's what happens. Okay, so I mean, yeah, of course they have a leg up. Fashion is women's fashion. Even if there's guys that even do women's fashion, just holding this stuff up, without a model, and it's a booming business. They do have a free trial. I believe they have a free trial, and there's a way to check it out. If you go into, do I have it in the description here? I set it up that there'd be a link there, but let me see if I can find it for you, if I can pull it up. Dead air. I hate dead air. Yep. There we go. If I post this here, will it post in both places? Boom. So there's a 10% off there as well. And I don't know what the free trial is. I'm not sure. I haven't looked in a while, to be honest. I don't even know what the monthly fees are. There's 3 tiers, I think. The starter one might be free, but I'm not sure. Okay, check it out. It's definitely, it pays for itself. I'm making the creative connections. I'm making, like, I made $1,000 last month, and I used to make $5, right? So the other thing Viral Vue does is it accepts all the campaigns that you have videos for in the past. And since they're always upping new campaigns, you run this thing every day. And every day it finds new videos, like 14 videos, 40 videos. One day it found 400 campaigns, and it upped like freaking 400 videos from my past videos. And so now I'm making a lot more with creative connections than I was before. And that's all from Viral Vue. So it definitely pays for itself. Get the free trial, and you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna have fun. You're gonna be like, holy crap, this is crazy. Yeah, so that was that. So I don't know, I went off on a little bit of a side tangent there. So sellers reach out to influencers directly through their social media, through Facebook Market, through Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, and some emails too. That if you have your email attached to your YouTube channel, they'll reach out to you. Sellers reach out to influencers daily. I get messages every day. I'm answering 5 to 20 messages a day. They don't work the weekends, though, these guys. So Saturday, Sunday, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about catching up on stuff. But they tend to work early in the morning, late at night. So you can check the messages at 10 o'clock at night. You can check them at 5 o'clock in the morning and be ahead of everybody else. Direct outreach works. If you're professional, they don't get sarcasm very well. Don't give them sarcasm. They don't understand sarcasm at all. They don't understand slang or like a saying or anything like that. You got to be very direct and very, very prompt with them. Focus on high selling products with low video competition. And again, Viral Vue does this too. It ranks everything as to how many videos are in the carousel. Now, what it also does that other tools don't. Now, I use like 3 different tools, but Viral Vue has a tool that hold on. I forgot what I was going to say. Let me think for a second. No, I lost my train of thought. Let me see if I go back over here, if it'll jog my memory. Oh, yeah. So it'll tell you, that's what it was. Most tools will tell you there's 5 videos in the upper and 10 in the lower, or 2 in the upper and 5 in the lower, or whatever, right? And you'll think, oh, that's a great opportunity. I'm going to go get that one. But what they don't tell you is there might be 100 videos waiting to be ranked up for that product. So Viral Vue has a column in that spreadsheet that they give you, right, with all the information. One of them is how many videos are for that product. Then it's how many are in the top carousel, how many are in the bottom carousel, how many are merchant videos, how many are influencer videos, right? But it tells you. So like it might have 2 in the top, right? And you'll be like, oh, I can get up there. There's only 2 in the top, right? But there's 100 videos waiting to get in there, right? So you can't, you're wasting your time getting that product and doing it. So Viral Vue does that too. It's a crazy tool. It definitely has so much stuff that it's definitely worth checking out. So who here would actually love boxes of products showing up at their door? Comment one of those president emojis if that's you. It gets to the point where the recycling guy hates your guts because I had to get a bigger can. I had to get a bigger can for the recycling. So turning these free, this is the bonus right here. Okay, turning these free products into paid collabs. Okay, now there's a couple of ways that you do it. There's a couple of ways that I do it. So what you do, sorry. Yeah, it was just that was just creative connections, and then and my other stuff is actually on the way up to. I took a big hit for a while on my Amazon influencer where I wasn't making any money. I kept plugging at it, doing whatever I could do, and I'm slowly getting back up to where it was at the beginning, where I was making, I was doing, paying for my New York mortgage a month from my Amazon influencer stuff. So that was at least a plus. So it's how do I get that creative connections on there? What do you mean? I don't know how do you I have other videos. If you want, just go through, I have a playlist for Viral Vue and just go through it. It'll tell you all the stuff that it does, and you just go take like in this short video. So go check it out. I'm sure it'll answer your questions. If not, leave me a message and I'll try to make a video on that question. So here we are. So that one of the things that I do is, your video is your audition. So, like, you get somebody to give you a free video, free product for a free video. You do it, and maybe you do 2 or 3 of them, and then you go, listen, I love working with you. This has been great. You've been sending me nice products. I've been making good videos for you. I've even upgraded my equipment. You could say, like, I've used that before, and say, but you know what? I'm getting paid by other sellers to do videos, and I'm starting to get busy. I still want to work with you. I'm not going to charge you full price. I'm charging them, let's say, $50, but I'm only going to charge you 25. And as a bonus, I'm going to upload it to my YouTube channel as well, so as that, for free. I usually charge an extra 15 for that, but I'm going to do that for free. And you work with them. You wheel and deal, and you turn that free product into a paid collaboration, right? You got to pitch them with the proof, though. You got to show them that the video got views. I got sales. If you got sales, you show them, and you build long-term partnerships with these agencies that can send you products all the time, right? So you think of these free products like auditions. You're showing brands what you can do, so you do everything right, and they'll start paying you for it. And you turn around and you tell them, if you want a cheap phone video for free, then that's fine. You can get a free phone video. And I've even told people, if you want a $5 video, I'll pull out my phone and do a $5 video. But if you want my best work, I'm going to take my expensive equipment and I'm going to make you a good video. That's going to cost you money, right? And that's the bottom line. And don't be afraid to stand up for yourself, right? That you're going to have to read. Each column in that thing is going to tell you what it is. I believe you're going to need the full one, to get it, the professional account. I think that's $60 or $70 a month. I'm not sure, but you're going to make that back. I'm telling you, you are. I mean, if they have a free trial, check it out and give it a try. So you use the desktop for Viral Vue. So they have an extension, right? And that drops down and has all the stuff you can get, but it also has a web application, a website that keeps track of all your Creative Connections deals. So like when you get a deal, when you send them a message, it automatically takes the ASIN number and puts it in your message for that product. So you don't even have to do that. It automatically pops it over, and so then it'll populate that, and so that when they say I'm sending it to you, you go over and you hit confirmed, and it'll put it to the website, and you have a spreadsheet on the website of products, brands, received, video made, and you can track it right through like a Trello board type of thing, right in there, right? Which is, I haven't even taken advantage of it all because I still have my Google spreadsheet that I use, my Google Sheets, but yeah, so yeah, you use the desktop. I use my desktop for everything pretty much. I don't use my phone a lot. Some of the shorts I'll use I'll use my phone for, like, but mostly I'm on my desktop or my laptop. So like I said, it's multiple streams of income, Amazon influencers. So you got your Amazon affiliate income, your Amazon commissions, you got brand deals, you got flat fees, you got bonuses, you got Creative Connections, which is extra. It's like double dipping. It's like getting extra, like an extra 20% commissions. And the difference is, so if you get $100 product and you're getting a 2% commission, that's $2, right? But you get that $100 product and you're getting 20% commission, that's $20. So it's a big difference, okay, as far as your commission. So when I say it doubles your commissions, it doesn't. It triples and quadruples your commissions because it's going from $2 to $20, right? It's crazy. Amazon Associates is the outside traffic, right? And that's your social media that you're driving traffic to Amazon. Okay, that's another a stream of income, multiple streams of income, repurposing the content on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and all of that kind of stuff. Also driving towards your Amazon account, and reselling all the products that you get for free. Garage sales, Facebook Marketplace, finding a reseller, finding a reseller place, like a secondhand shop, somebody that does stuff like that, and you can provide them with products for them to sell at a discount. Multiple ways of making money with this process, with this Amazon influencer. And the thing with Amazon influencer too is they're always pivoting. Amazon's always testing things. They wouldn't be where they were if they weren't always trying new things and finding out what's working and doubling down on it. That's why they don't do those incentives that we were discussing anymore. I'm assuming because they didn't really pay off for them. I know that when they went to the shorts on the Aspire tab, that didn't work out for them too much. They wanted to be a TikTok. They wanted to be a TikTok rival, right? But which one of these excites you most? Affiliate sales, free products, paid collabs? Drop it in the chat. Let me know. What are you looking forward to get out of this? Are you looking forward to just getting a couple of free products, or are you looking for an income stream? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. I get on Instagram, I get a couple of hits a day. There should be a tab yearly and monthly up there. There should be somewhere on there for that. Hopefully there is. If not, I'll send them an email. But I do have people that have signed up through my link, and I hadn't had that trouble before. And I used to get a lot of action on Instagram. Yeah, so I get a couple of hits, but it's mostly free products. I turn a lot of stuff down for that reason. But there was a time where I wasn't even looking at Instagram. I not that I didn't know I had a messenger there, but I wasn't paying attention to it, and I missed out on a bunch of stuff. So, but lately I've been looking at it, and it's only been a couple here or there. But the same thing, you gotta take these messages from everywhere. I got 3 emails that I check every day. Facebook Market, I keep saying Facebook Marketplace, Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, Creator Connections Messenger, right? Some people have WhatsApp. They want you to do WhatsApp. I don't do WhatsApp, but a lot of people do WhatsApp. So that's 5 places you're getting messages from that you got to compile and keep in a place. So like I keep it on a Google spreadsheet, a Google Sheets, which isn't easy to always do, pulling stuff from all these places. You think things get missed. Things get missed all the time, So, but you got to keep organized. That's the key to it, is keeping them organized. So you got to track your analytics so you know what works, right, and double down on what works. Most people are just throwing shit against the wall and aren't seeing what worked, why it worked, and doubling down on it, right? So the other bonus, and Viral Vue does this too. Check this out. So you can expand to international storefronts, UK and Canada. Now, I signed up to UK and Canada over a year ago when they opened up for influencers. It was automatically approved. But I didn't upload. I uploaded a couple of videos to test it out, but there was no traction there. There was no action going on, and I wasn't making any money, so I stopped. But Viral Vue now, when you go through the optimizer, the storefront optimizer, they have tabs on there for UK. You can tie in your UK and your Canada storefronts, and it'll download the video from your Amazon store, so you can upload it to your UK and your Canada store, right? And it does it all in Viral Vue, so you don't have to go back and forth 100 times. You're doing it all from Viral Vue, just cut and paste. Well, not cut and paste, pushing buttons back and forth. It's crazy. Viral Vue does it all, I'm telling you. Always follow Amazon's terms of service, okay? Because a lot of people don't even read it. And, when they feel like enforcing the rules, a lot of people lose their positions. A lot of people lose their storefronts because they're not playing by the rules. You got to make sure you're playing by the rules, okay? So listen, free products are cool, but what's even better is stacking these commissions, paid collabs, and turning this into a real business, right? So if you stay consistent and authentic, right, and follow the strategies I've shown you tonight, you can build this into a six-figure hustle. Okay. I mean, I know many people that are making six figures in this program. And I'm in a mentorship program with one right now. And, I didn't mention it before, but I'm doing a focus group. We're going to meet 4 times a month on Sunday nights at 9 o'clock, off YouTube in a private setting, like a Zoom type setting. And it's going to be the water cooler. I'm calling it the focus group. I'm going to go, because I go to like 4 or 5 meetings a week to get my fingers on the pulse of what's going on, and mentorship programs, masterminds, and all kinds of stuff, right? And I'm going to bring all that information on Sunday night, sift through what's relevant, sift through, so you don't have to sit for hours and hours and hours on a bunch of meetings. I'll be able to give it to you on Sunday nights, and you'll be able to ask questions and give feedback. Tell us what you're doing, and it'll be a give and take type of place. And it's a paid community. It's very cheap, less than a cup of coffee, just to because it's a paid software that I used to host it on. So I can't do it for free. But so that's that. And yeah, sign up for that. And that'd be cool. And I'm looking forward to that. We're going to start that this week. Okay. So here's my challenge. All right. Commit to uploading your first video this week. Start small, start messy, but just start. Okay. With your phone, with toilet paper is your first product, but the sooner you start, the sooner those boxes start arriving at your door. All right. So that's what it is. You want to have those freebies coming. Everybody likes free stuff. It's like Christmas every day, right? I mean, everybody likes free stuff. Oh yeah, we got a Fiverr question. Okay, Fiverr is, I get some traction on Fiverr, but I don't like it. I don't like Fiverr at all. I find it hard, for me, it's hard to stay ranked in Fiverr because of their rules. You have to answer a message within 20 minutes, or you get like marked like a demerit, right? And I'm like, man, so like I was working 10 hours a day and answering at night when I got home, and I kept getting banged, my response time. So I'm never going to get better at it. I'm like, this is ridiculous. But so I don't spend a lot of time on it, but I still get a bunch of gigs in it. And I do them from time to time. I have actually a UGC, user generated content gig on there. And I've gotten, not Amazon gigs, I've gotten content gigs for other things, for different products that I would make content, give them the video, and they're using it for whatever they want, which is pretty cool. So that's been Fiverr, but that's very, very rare. That's like maybe one a week at most, right? So yeah, so and what I heard about Fiverr too is you have to spend the $5 a day advertising with them, to push it, to push your stuff out there. Then once you start spending $5 a day, you'll start getting more ranking up in what that, I'm not carousel, but whatever it is, on that page, right? So yeah, so it might be worth paying the $5 a day. If you're getting gigs out of it that are paying, it might be worth $5 a day for that. Yeah, so yeah. Come hang out. We'll be here Tuesdays. We're going to go live Tuesdays now. It'll be the open thing, and then we'll do the one-on-one and the mastermind, the focus group on Sundays. Definitely check that out. There's a you can go to the lobby for the free group for Creators On. I'm calling it Creators On, right? Creators On is the group name, but you can get into the lobby and see what's going on, but all the rooms are locked. Like I said, it's a paid thing. So but you can get in and see what it is, and then decide whether you want to join it for the month or whatever, and send it to your friends. Anybody that that's new, right? That would like to have somebody to ask questions off of. That's just I've been in the program for 4 years. I know a lot of stuff that I don't even know that I know, that when you ask me, I freaking know it, right? So it's kind of weird, but again, read the terms of service if you're new. Read the terms of service if you're new. Read the terms of service. I'm going to tell you one more time. Read the terms of service, right? Don't do stuff, because here's the thing about Amazon Influencer. When you see the golden childs because they have influences that they like, right? That they look the other way. They'll do stuff. They'll tell you to go to their website. They'll tell you whatever they. But if you do what they do, you'll get canned, right? You'll lose your storefront. So you got, there was a time where in live streams you could push to your email list, right? And build an email list. Well, a lot of people lost their accounts over that because it says right in terms of service, you can't steal Amazon customers. They're Amazon's customers. They're not your customers, so you can't steal them. And that's basically stealing Amazon's customers, sending them to your website. For all Amazon knows, you're selling them stuff there. But so that was forgotten, and people lost their accounts for it. But there were some people who didn't lose their accounts because they were golden childs, right? So it happens to everybody in every industry. There's always the redheaded stepchild and the favorite son, right? That's the way it is, the favorite child, right? So that's the way it is. So you have to play by the rules. Make sure, and I always say, make sure you play by the rules of the game you're playing, right? So it's because they're always changing these rules, Amazon. They're always updating stuff and changing things. So you get the updates, and when they change, you pivot, right? So like I used to do a lot of vertical shorts when they had the Inspire tab, and I was trying to, and they wanted it. I kept shooting it up there. I kept, as soon as they didn't like it anymore, I dropped it and started doing what they wanted. I went live on Amazon on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock for a year, right? Before they did the thing with the canning everybody for doing the live streams, because I almost lost my account over it because I was giving out a gift card. And that's like, I was running a game show on my show, and the winner of the game show got a $20 gift card at the end, right? An Amazon gift card. And that was also illegal. And I got very lucky. I didn't lose my account over it. But yeah, so you got to play by the rules of the game you're in. That's what it is, right? So you got to take care of business. So I will see you next Tuesday. And if you're in on the monthly group, I'll see you Sunday. And otherwise, send me any questions. If you need a video on Viral Vue that you had a question for, send me it. I'll research it, and I'll put out a video on what it is, because I email those guys a couple times a week. So I've asked them to add stuff and change stuff and put things certain places, and so they're very good and very responsive, and they're always working on them. It's always got new stuff going on there, so it's great. So let me see. I haven't gone live in a while, so I don't know how to cut it short. I'm going to end up babbling, so I'm going to say have a good night.